All right, sorry for the extra long break. That's my bad. I had to take a phone call, but we're back into it now.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about some stuff that has been happening over the last couple of weeks, all the way back to before EVO.
Yeah, there really isn't much because at this time everybody saves everything for EVO, so there's really not much to talk about at this point in time. I did want to talk about some event results, that we skipped over because we didn't get a chance to do any coverage this last week because we just did the EVO special and that was it. Yeah. Of course, that was Kumite in Texas and Low Tier City 6. Kumite in Texas, they had Smash Brothers Melee available there. CLN Absent Page and Dignitas Lucky, both in 7th place with Fox. 5th place was C9 Mango with Falco, and then ALG Nunn with Captain Falcon and Ganondorf. 4th place TNC Army with Ice Climbers. 3rd place Alliance Armada with Peach and Fox. 2nd place TSM Leffen with Fox. And then 1st place was Liquid Hungry Box.
Indeed.
There with Jigglypuff and Ness. So, I mean...
I watched some of that.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
I did,
okay.
Yeah, it was actually really cool. Yeah, Hungry Box played really well, but Leffen definitely was playing really well. You could see it going into EVO that he was looking strong.
Okay. Then Super Smash Bros. Wii U. 7th place were SRC Tyroy with Bayonetta and Samsora with Peach, Rosalina, and Luma. 5th place was Lima with Bayonetta and EMG Mistake with Bayonetta. Those are two of the Bayonettas. And 4th place, Captain Zack Bayonetta. 3rd place was PG Esam with Pikachu. 2nd place, Elegant with Luigi, Mario, and Duck Hunt. And 1st place was GRV DeBuzz with Rosalina and
Lame style.
Luma. And keep in mind also at EVO, MK Leo couldn't make it to EVO as well.
That's right.
He got sick right beforehand.
He had chickenpox.
That's right. That's what it was. Yeah. So he couldn't actually make it in there.
That's crazy, yeah.
Some people in the chat are mentioning that there were some new DOA characters. It was Diego and Rig or something like that, I think was announced or something, and I can't remember now. Tekken Project M was also played there, which won by R3 Sosa with Wario.
Nice.
Tekken 7 was played. 134 with Brian and ITS Shinblade with Geese in 7th. Link with Nina and Z Beastly One with Brian in 5th. 4th place was Lazy with Jin and Devil Jin. 3rd place, Careless with Leo. 1st place, The Realist, Josie and Fang. And 1st place was Byako with Cosme. And Street Fighter V Arcade Edition was played there. 7th place was Jian with Abigail and WLPH Zaith with Birdie. 5th place was Ollie Wally with Colleen and Camp. Camp? What the heck? It must be Cammy.
Yeah.
5th place Atomic Buster with Zangief. 4th place GGEA Dr. African with Vega, Nikali, Cammy. Look, all top 4 were GGEA, okay?
Yeah,
so it's an all GGEA win here. Nigel with Balrog in 3rd, Toy with M. Bison and Armika, and Oliver Queen in 1st with Akuma.
Makes sense.
There you go. Yeah, there was definitely a DOA booth over there. They were showing off a lot. They had the last DOA 5 tournament at EVO there, and then I had DOA 6 that was playable over there as well. Dragon Ball Fighters was played. 7th place was Ronin Chu with Piccolo, Goku Black, and Tien, and Raven with Cell 16 and SS Vegeta. 5th place was GGEA Jato with 18, Tien, and Black, and Sothia with Cell SS GSS Goku and Black. 4th place was Dr. Goodbear with Fuse Zamasu, Cell, and Black. 3rd place was KH Black with Grohan, Kid Buu, and SS Vegeta. 2nd place, Crescent Doza with SSG with Blue Goku, Goku Black, and SS Goku. And 1st place, Shinku with Bardock, Kid Buu, and Cell.
Yeah, I watched some of that too. It was good.
Okay. And BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, 7th place was Hitbox Reedman with Batista and Carmine, and Bojack with Azrael and Ruby. 5th place was Milk Kaicho with Unknown Team, and Arrow Link with Ruby and Yang. 4th place, Crescent Doza with Yu and Ruby. 3rd place, Jan with Waldstein and Iron Tiger. 2nd place, Shinku with Yang and Ruby. And 1st place, Beta Du with Ragna and Hyde.
I watched all of that.
Oh, cool. How was that?
It was fun.
Okay.
It definitely seemed to me like Beta Dude and Shinku were the best players there.
Okay.
Jan is always a strong player, but I feel like his usage of the team could be stronger.
You need to just become coach for Koji, KOG, and
Jan.
I mean,
he's definitely best player than me. But yeah, I felt like Doza said that he doesn't play the game that much. We got 4th place anyway. So, it was fun to watch, but I feel like definitely the top 2 were the strongest.
Okay. Just going to skip through here. Super Smash Bros. 4 was won by Kero Kuropoi, maybe, with Pikachu and Captain Falcon. Injustice 2 was won by GGEA Ominous with Black Adam, and Super Turbo was Sean FPA in first. Mortal Kombat XL was Echo Fox Scar with Demolition Sonya Blade. Ultra Street Fighter was won by TWG Arthur with E Honda. Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 was won by Ido Didact with Elfelt. And BlazBlue Central Fiction was Beta Dude with Ragna. Killer Instinct was run by UA Base with Spinal.
That was a good tournament.
MVCI was won by Punisher, Hitbox Punisher with Hawkeye and Raccoon with Space Gem. UMBC3 was won by Hitbox Reedman with Magneto, Dante, and Frank West.
It's a good tournament. I'm glad that the KIT folks are doing it in Texas as well, because Texas needs more big tournaments. There's so many players there, so much strength there, and it's a good spot in the sort of South/Midwest for those different regions to attend. So I think that's really cool.
It was an unfortunate scheduling time to be 1 week before EVO because...
Yeah, right. Not a lot of people went to both. But that said, like I said, you could see in that tournament that there were some strong players Melee was there. There were definitely people testing things out. But as same in the other games too, it was cool to watch, and they always have really good production. The KIT guys, and,
Panda X Global, Panda X Gaming,
they do really good work. So I'm happy that they're doing it in Texas. That's something I'd love to see more of.
Yep. Hopefully next year they won't have such a close time. I'm sure they were trying to do something after EVO.
Right, you got to think.
And then EVO was announced in August, and they're like, what the hell? So yeah, there you go. Also, there was a tournament all the way out in Scandinavia. Just kind of want to give a shout out to that, called Head Stomper. That was streamed on Unequaled Media.
Oh, in Denmark.
Is it? Was it in Denmark?
Am I right about that?
Yes, Copenhagen, Denmark. There you go. Okay. And Tekken 7, the top 4 were Circa Joey Fury with Jack 7 and Paul. YMCA Jopolix with Claudio Fang, UIU Fergus with Asuka and Katarina, and first place CGG Tishuban with Master Raven. And for Street Fighter Arcade Edition, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, 4th place was NVD Momi with Cammy. I just want to point out that my favorite player of all time, Jiahua, was also in 5th place with Akuma.
My man.
3rd place, Fnatic with Fnatic Shax with Laura and Cammy. 2nd place, Aries RB Luffy with Armig. And 1st place, Mouse Esports Problem X with Abigail.
How about that? The grand finals there, they both got into EVO Top 8.
Yeah, makes sense, right? And it's crazy too, because Problem X actually did it mostly with Bison, which was super cool. He didn't even go with Abigail at all in Top 8. So Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2 was won by Pacho Psychedelic Pet with Potemkin. Dragon Ball Fighters was won by Juicy Joe with Cell, Grohan, and SS Vegeta. So there you go. That was Head Stomper. So shout outs to that event over there.
Cool.
What else do we got here? So Combat Club is hosting online Injustice 2 qualifiers for Liga Latina, which is part of the Injustice Pro Series in 2018. So check that out. Combat Club will be running weekly online qualifiers every Thursday at 8 p.m. UCT -3 time on their Twitch channel. From these 4 qualifiers, 16 players will earn the chance to compete in Rio de Janeiro. That tournament on its own boasts $2,700 in prizes and 2 qualifier slots for the Latin America Injustice Pro Series event.
Cool.
So there you go. For Omen of Sorrow, they announced at EVO that 2 new characters were added to there. Emotep and Adam have been added to the game, and I talked to Felipe again at EVO, and he said that people seem really happy with the game. They seem to be really enjoying it and everything like that. So that'll be coming out soon. It's like
they have very interesting designs.
Yeah,
all the characters that I've tried in that game are uniquely done.
Yeah, like I said, when I first talked to Felipe and was talking about the characters and mechanics and everything like that, you could tell he had a really strong understanding of like game mechanics and doing interesting things and everything like that. So I'm excited to see how it's going to be. Yeah, Emotep like from Mummy, but was Mummy's always. He was Emotep before the Mummy, the movie with Brendan Fraser, right? He was Emotep before that. pretty
Like
sure.
the historical character?
Yeah, or something
Well,
like
I mean,
that.
he wasn't like a wizard or whatever.
Right, yeah, but
He's an architect and stuff.
Emotep he wasn't named Emotep by the Brendan Fraser
No,
movie.
they just use the same
Right,
name of an actual historical guy. Yeah.
Also, Punch Planet was also at EVO, and they had released a new character named Max. I think we talked about that a little bit 2 weeks ago, but it is a new character to the game, and that also,
Cool, looks cool.
a lot of people had fun with that at EVO as well, was playable over there. And then finally, did we get a chance to talk about Mena RD's costume?
We have not.
Yeah, so Mena RD created a new costume. It has a lot of RD necklaces and everything like that for República Dominicana. And then, of course, he's basically wearing the same clothes Mena had
Mena.
when he won. Yeah, and then
Mena RD.
the chain now has a Capcom Cup trophy at the end of it. So
Yeah, and the rumor is that there's a secret button combination that removes his
the
vest.
mohawk. Oh, and also to change the mohawk to Mena's hair.
Oh, I thought that's just how it was.
No one's been able to. No, they actually made it regular birdie hair, and supposedly there's another code that makes it so that you can change his hair back to
That I
Mena's
didn't
hair.
know.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but people have tried the established codes, like the Third Strike, Secret Color Select, and whatever the other one is, and they have not worked yet. So people haven't figured it out quite yet. I love it. What are your thoughts?
I mean, look, if I won Capcom Cup, I would definitely put myself in the game as Cammy, right? I mean,
That would be so great.
Wouldn't you want to see me dressed up as Cammy?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I actually think that would be hilarious.
That is a no-brainer. Right there.
I'm not even kidding. I think that would be hilarious. I'd support it.
Oh man.
I think that'd be great. I love his costume. It's such a Mena choice.
Yes.
He put his stamp on the game forever, and he did it in a way that I appreciate because it's his. Like, anybody can pick Samurai and Akali, and it's like not that weird. It's not clearly Kazunoko, but this birdie is Mena RD.
Yeah.
So it's weird if somebody else picks Mena RD in game. It's just Mena's character. He just put a character in the game that's just for him.
just him.
Of
Yep.
him. I think it's genius.
Would you make yourself Dulcim or Zangief? Well, you would be G now. Yeah, you'd be G now for sure. You've almost got the beard. You just got to wait another 2 hours, and then you'll have
Just
the full
about.
G beard. So, do
make
you
sure
play
the
him in the
chest
Q
hair aren't getting
costume?
Come on.
Okay.
Of course I play him in the Q costume. In fact, the first time I ever went into story mode in Street Fighter V was to get his story mode costume, which is the Q costume. And then the first time I ever bought colors in SF5, also for this. And I actually beat a couple of other characters' story modes so that I could get enough fight money to buy his colors. So, yeah.
You are all in.
I haven't done that with anybody else, but
All
yeah, I'm in there.
Jeez.
I'm in there.
Okay. And I literally mean that.
Indeed.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, but for sure, I don't know that I would do it. I'm not sure that's the choice I would make, but I think it's cool and I respect it that Mena RD did it. It's very him, and it's more him, I think, than like American Guile or whatever Dues was, and Samurai Nakali that doesn't even look cool.
That's right.
Looks bad.
Psychoanalysis typed something in the chat and just made me think DPG now stands for David Plays G.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
David Plays G at law. There you go. That's the official.
Nice. I use color 15 and color 9. Color 15 is the Q default color.
Oh, okay.
And color 9 is like kind of similar to Q's red color.
trench coat, yeah.
It's a little bit more magenta, but yeah, it's close enough for me.
Okay.
It's close enough that because it's not Q, it's cool. Right? Like, it's not the Q color, it's like not Q red color. So I love it. It clearly.
You're
you can
so
tell.
happy. You're so happy.
I am.
There was also, they announced that there was going to be a collector's edition of Smash Ultimate out that came with like the GameCube adapter. It came with one of the new GameCube controllers, etc., etc.
Samurai Nakali looks dumb.
That's all I have.
He's got these weird sandals that are like made out of rope. I don't know. Come on.
What was weird to me is that he picked a character that he didn't even play.
Right?
to do the
What are you
costume
doing?
for, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would give Cammy pants. I would give her like a...
I saw that mod you linked.
Yeah, the mod that I linked is
cool.
really... It's basically the Cannon Strike from the Dreamcast game, I think. No, it was a different... It was a mod from something else, I can't even remember. But it was just a cool-looking cami. But it was like sexy in a different way, but at least it was different enough that it could look different, you know what I mean? So
makes sense.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, cami with just James's clothes. I think that would be so funny.
It would be a Johnny t-shirt.
A t-shirt with like a flannel pullover
thing. Yeah, and then just wearing jeans or shorts. But, or she could be wearing the Johnny t-shirt that I got from 86.com.
Nice.
That they gave over to me. So you can actually check that out at tinyurl.com/86jchensor. There you go. So... But there you go. It's cool. It's a cool Johnny shirt.
Sure.
It's like he's like all skeleton. Like I don't know if you guys can see it, but like it's his face is a skeleton, and like you can see kind of like through him. But it's Johnny slashing. It's actually a really sick shirt. So
I really think that G can win Capcom Cup. I think he's a really good character.
I think he's a really good character too.
He has the V trigger robbery that seems so important. He has
the best V skill in the game.
Oh, it's so strong. He's such a wall. His grounded normals are all really good. His damage output's strong. Like once you get to level 3 presidentiality, you're going toe to toe with anybody in fireballs. Because you're throwing a fireball. One hit of it negates the other person's fireball. The rest goes under it and then bounces up and hits them.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably definitely the strongest character in the game when oiled up. I mean, when presidentiality'd up, right? So I mean, come on, has to be so.
What if they put in Not Hakan next? That would be so cool.
Not Hakan?
Yeah.
Like just a character that has
Hakan's
the oil up
son.
kind of mechanic. Oh, yeah.
Right. Nakan, yeah.
Nakan. Oh, man. Well,
I'm never going to play Zangief again in Street Fighter V. He's dead.
Yeah,
he died.
He's done.
Even if they buff him, I'm gone. No need.
Do you see the clip of Daigo not doing the Ono Shoryuken?
I did. Do you do the Ono Shoryuken?
I do, yeah. But I responded to it. You saw my tweet about it. I retweeted and I said, not invincible, no point.
I like it.
Because people have actually said that Daigo is, every time he thinks of Ryu, he gets depressed because he's so bad right now.
Hey.
Yeah, so literally I just feel like that was almost kind of like a protest in a way. Like, look, he sucks. I'm not doing this. Absolutely, so.
I did not watch Wednesday Night Fights last night.
I didn't watch any of the HyperX stuff either, so.
That's on at 8 in the morning or whatever. I don't know what time that's on.
Yeah.
Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, I know, right?
Even on the West Coast, it's crazy. I haven't been there in like 2 years. I've been to NLBC more than I've been to Wednesday Night Fights. Hey, Don't put a tournament 2 hours away from me at 10 o'clock at night.
Pretty much. Yeah, I need to head back over there because I got to start playing some of these games again.
I actually do want to go to stuff. I just think that's not practical, but I'd like to go to like Friday Night Super Arcade or something.
By the way, I just kind of want to talk about this a little bit as well. I don't know if you guys saw Freak Mod's Twitter recently. You saw that. So he put out a thing that, he created the JLF link, which lets you detach a joystick. He came up with this really cool mechanism for it. And then it turns out that the new Victrix joystick that they were showing at EVO uses a similar mechanic in there, even being called the Link at one point in time. And Clayton from Freak Mods was kind of upset about that. He was like, what is going on? Because clearly someone from Victrix contacted him about it, and then all of a sudden they have it on their controller, and it was like, what the hell, right? Well, that was taken care of. The guys from Victrix actually talked to Clayton, aka Freak Mods, and definitely settled everything with him, and now Clayton is, they're calling it the JLF2, so they're, giving him credit for it.
We're still working on it a little bit, but the outline of it is cool.
So I'm happy about that kind of situation.
For sure. I feel like did more than they legally needed to do. Clayton didn't get a patent on the link.
Okay.
Which means that anybody can use it.
They could have just taken it and been like, ha.
They could have, yeah. I mean, maybe not call it Link, that may have been a problem, but to just use the design is probably fine. But so I don't think that they like needed legally to do this. So I think it's great that they're doing it,
right?
Because it's like a good faith sign.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
it's like
yes.
Being cool in the community sign. Like it's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, and then of course at the end of EVO, as I was walking out of the ballroom, the first person I run into, like on the bottom floor, is Daigo.
Okay.
And he's just sitting there, and I just walked up to him, gave him a hug.
Dang.
And he went,
I've never hugged Daigo.
"Thank you for your hard work."
Really?
Yeah, he said that. And apparently he was live streaming. So there's a clip of me hugging Daigo, like walking up to him, blacking out the camera, hugging him. And apparently he was practicing saying that for like everybody and stuff like that.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was actually really funny.
That's awesome. That's so nice.
I don't think I've ever hugged Daigo before either,
sure
but I was just kind of emotional after EVO was done. Like, I got kind of stuck in a weird place that by the time I made it out of the building, everybody was gone. Like, I was one of the last people leaving.
That's cool.
So I ran into Shino and Daigo, and I just was like kind of emotional, so I just gave Daigo a hug. So yeah, and then he thanked me for my hard work.
I wonder what he would do if I did that. I've talked to him maybe once.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't know why.
Okay.
But I feel like each time I see him, I like give him the old head nod, and I'm like, hello, and he's like, hello. Or hi, or whatever.
Well, I mean, Daigo's also very, not shy, but just kind of aloof a little bit. So yeah. Bar Fights was interesting. I wasn't there, obviously, because I was at the Twin Galaxies
I don't know
thing.
what happened.
Apparently, there was like a dance battle that came off.
Okay.
I don't know. There was just like crazy.
That sounds cool.
Dude, I try to hug everybody. True story, there is someone in the FGC that says my hugs are like money.
Okay.
So every time she sees me, she's always like, pay me my money. Pay me my money. And so I give her a hug. So
okay.
Yeah, there you go. So
there's somebody who I hug in the FGC who doesn't appreciate it.
And we see him in the stream chat right now.
Well, a picture of him anyway.
Yes, a picture of him. Oh, that was great. Oh, man.
It seemed like a fun event. EVO.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And, it was the same thing. It's crazy to me how, like, every time I'm there and I see it and just the scope of it and to see how big it's grown, all through grassroots, means it's really impressive to me.
Did you see the Score Esports
little history of EVO? I did.
I thought they did a really good job.
That was really, really good. They interviewed me a long time ago. I didn't know that's what it was going to be about.
Right.
So, the viewership was really good. Dragon Ball broke the new record. So Dragon Ball has a new record now of 250K concurrent. Street Fighter dropped a lot. It got a boost from Ninja when Ninja hosted, but then it was still like maybe 150,000 or something like that. Of course, that
was basically 100,000 without Ninja.
Right. And
it was not great.
Yeah, and it was late at night. I saw a bunch of people on my Twitter tweeting me. They're like, I'm not going to be able to stay up and watch this. I'm sorry. So,
dude, I mean, like I said, as invested as I am.
Right. It's like it's midnight.
I was not paying attention. Like, there were definitely rounds where I was just browsing Twitter because I was like, I can't pay attention. I need to go to sleep. Like, it was too late.
Yeah, it's way too late. It's an unfortunate situation. It's something that they got to look over and everything like that. But again, EVO's been pretty good about fixing a lot of their problems and stuff like that. Usually something that people complain about the year before is not something they complain about the next year.
Right, that is true. Was it really 216 peak for SF5? No.
Maybe when Ninja was on there, right?
Yeah.
Or unless he means the night before on semis.
Oh, was it really that high? Not 258 for Street Fighter 5.
No.
That was Dragon Ball.
258 was Dragon Ball, yeah. So
216 with Ninja.
Oh,
wow. Okay. I thought that. I thought it was. So I guess it's 150 plus Ninjas.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was 150 with Ninja. So thanks for the correction.
Yeah. Ninja is a very, very wealthy man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a great event. It's always emotional. I had a bunch of people, talk about, how emotional it even was for them, and they could understand being at their first EVO why it's that way. Why I get emotional there. I liked having the new format. The commentators were on the floor again. That we weren't stuck way up in the suite, so that was actually kind of cool. I thought
was it like a combo breaker kind of situation in terms of where you were located?
No, we were actually way on the other end.
Oh, okay.
We were completely on the other end, and so our back was the last row on the ground,
gotcha.
basically. But it was. Yeah, I don't know. Like EVO every year, I just feel like it does a lot of amazing things, and I know a lot of people are mad. I know a lot of the Marvel people are mad, and the paying for water
the NRS
thing is a
mad,
problem.
I'll tell you that.
What's that?
The NRS scene is mad.
Yeah, they're mad because of the no top 16 stream and
I'm
everything
mad.
like that. Yeah, I don't blame anybody for that. But like I said, it is a grassroots run event. It's every time I go there on Thursday, everybody who's running the tournament is just there. Judges, Nothing Excess, all the guys out there. Christine from NorCal is doing that every single time. It's just a bunch of guys who are trying to do their best to make sure everybody is happy as possible. Nobody's purposely trying to do bad things to any particular community, as much as everybody thinks, Wizard's screwing over the Marvel community because he just hates it. Like, Wizard has nothing to do with anything that happened on that stream. You know what I mean?
He's not in control of streams.
Right, exactly. So, yeah, four games on Sunday might be a real thing, maybe a real thing to consider, and then just not start at 8 a.m.
Agreed.
because it's
if
tough.
it could be like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be perfect and stuff like that. So, just, I know, again, I might be biased because I've been going to EVO for so long, and I've seen how it's grown, I've seen where it's come from, and I give it a lot more leeway for mistakes and stuff like that. I understand a lot of the things that they have to go through. It's not something that just sits there and rakes in cash like everybody thinks it does. It's still homegrown. It's still grassroots. It's the craziest grassroots event there is. I mean, if they had that much money, I'm sure they would invest in like crane cams and do all these crazy things like that.
Well, look, I mean, it makes money. It's just, it's not. I don't think that it's making the owners rich.
Right. Exactly.
Like if they can make money from it, I'm all for that.
Right.
Like, they put in it's Mr. Wizard's job. Like that's
he does that 24
his year-long job.
Yeah,
so there needs to be money in it for him.
Right.
But I don't think that they're making any wealthy amounts of money on it. So. What flag are we talking about?
Snake Eater had a giant flag that he just got everybody to sign. Obviously you're not going to be able to sign it because you have no access to the flag. So, but he signed a giant flag with everybody. Like
That's
he
pretty
just
cool.
got around to everybody that
like
he could find. So
U.S. flag? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it was I forgot what was on the flag. I forgot because it had been. There's so many names on it and stuff like that. I just didn't even think about that. The Eco Esports thing. I mean, that's Lapchi's new kind of.
What is that? Do you know?
It's a Bitcoin kind of thing, and they're trying to do cryptocurrencies and. They want to sponsor players and all sorts of things like that. So Lapchi is really trying to invest in a new kind of thing that could benefit the fighting game community. Look, I trust Lapchi. I don't trust cryptocurrency. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay, I agree on both counts.
I definitely.
But Laps is a great guy for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not trying to screw anybody.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how it's going to go. I don't think it's not a scam. Like a lot of people in the chat are typing and everything like that, but cryptocurrency is just very kind of...
It's just volatile.
Yeah, exactly. So, it was his school on the flag. Okay. He's trying to grow the FGC in Washington State and get more interested in people. So.
Is it like Washington State? Is it Wazoo? Is that what you're talking about? The flag?
Yeah. But, there you go.
Ooh, Wazoo, huh? I can't sign a flag for another Pac-12 rival. I was about to say Pac-10.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pac-12 rival.
Yeah.
Boo!
And again, just as a final thing, I guess, to say is really honestly, shout-outs to all the commentators that were there. Sorry that you weren't able to make that, David, but it's a really good crew of commentators
it was a good crew,
over there. Sure. Also, the 10-0 guys. I mean, I took the time to tell Seg, I was just like, I just don't know what we would have done if you were not in the scene. Because not only does he do a great job running everything and making sure the event, looks good, streamed well, and all that stuff like that, but he always calls all the talent from within the community. Dude, one of the cameramen, is a guy who, has been getting a lot of work recently. He's doing a lot of stuff for Hella Night Fights. he fell off the stage when doing a tracking shot. He was actually trying to track something. He fell off the stage, and they took care of him afterwards and everything like that. But, you know, it's really cool to see what Seglia does to make sure that all these guys are doing a lot of cool things.
For sure.
I haven't talked about the Army thing. I'm actually going to another one this weekend.
Oh,
so
yeah?
I'll be traveling tomorrow, actually.
Where at?
So in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, but that was actually pretty cool. It was just nice because it really looked like it was something that gave all the guys in the Army a chance to just be themselves and just have a good time. The guy who won it was a Zangief player on the Army base, which I thought was kind of funny. But turns out the guy has played at Arcade Infinity, he's played at NLPC in the past, and he's Ian Sanity's cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was Ian Sanity's cousin. So he said Ian just beat him all the time, and so he got good because he fought Ian all the time.
How about that?
So actually, that's kind of funny. So,
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just messing around about not signing a Wazoo flag. I went to Cal. I'm a Cal fan. Berkeley. But then I also did go to UCLA for my second law degree. So that's like my two teams, I guess.
Yeah.
Georgetown can honk a dongle. I don't care about them.
The cool thing about the Army thing is that there's 8 different places, and the winners from all 8 of them are being flown out to PAX West to have the grand final champion between all 8 of them. So I think that's kind of
I think that's cool.
There was actually one of the guys, I think it was from Bulgaria, won, right, from the U.S. base on Bulgaria.
Oh, wow.
And I met him at EVO.
Okay.
He showed up. He's like, I'm the guy who won from Bulgaria. I was like, what? That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, So actually kind of funny. So
yeah, I think it's nice to have events for people in the military to enjoy themselves. I'm definitely down with that.
Yeah, that's the aspect that I'm going in as.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Trying to make sure that they have.
Yeah, you don't care about recruiting, but like it's if people in the military can enjoy themselves, that's fine. I disagree with many of the ways that the military is used.
Yes,
but I'm not at all opposed to having a military. Like,
right?
That's, I feel like you should have that, but it's maybe the politicians should be different. But having a military, I'm cool with.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's all I got.
Flyrant, definitely the first. I'm working on it, all right? I'm working on it.
Did it really happen? Was it just pies and stuff? Or?
Not just pies. It has been going on for longer than that. But, yeah, it's recently gotten to a crisis point where, like,
oh, no.
I'm, like, wearing my my stretchy shorts a lot.
Hey, look, I'm just going to say...
it's definitely true.
I lost 20 pounds since the last EVO.
Dang, man, that's
I actually
awesome.
lost 20 pounds in between the 2 EVOs because the room that my friends were staying at. So on Monday, I always hang out with my best friends in the EVO, right? Sure. And one of my friends is super baller now, so he treats me for the whole Monday.
Wow.
So we did the dream racing thing, so I drove a Ferrari this time.
Dang.
I drove a Ferrari Italia.
Okay.
And got to about like 190 kilometers per hour and stuff like that.
Sounds
then
fast.
We went to the Wicked Spoon. We went to the Pinball Hall of Fame Museum
man.
which we do every year. But they had a scale in their
Okay.
room. And so I sat on the scale. I stood on the scale, and I was like, wow, I've lost like 20 pounds
That's
since
awesome.
the last EVO. So I'm actually really happy about that. So I mean, I took selfies during the weekend, and I was like, dude, I look a lot better.
I'm glad to hear it, man. That's really cool. He's been doing a good job. You've been doing a good job about
trying
cutting
my best,
out soda and whatnot.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot less soda and stuff like that. So it's been working. And then
I'm probably about the opposite of what James just described.
I will say one thing too. I weighed myself, and I was 20 pounds less after I ate the Wicked Spoon buffet.
Okay,
I ate a freaking lot of food. Okay, there was 3 plates and another plate of dessert. So yeah.
The game, the name that I'm playing G under is. It's what, are you gonna bird me?
I'm waiting. I'm gonna bird if this doesn't come out anytime soon. So
It's not a fart name, God.
Fart boy, that's so basic.
It's Gangbus Khan. Oh man, that's a good name. Man, when I came up with I just laughed like this. for like 15 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, boy. Ugh. Anyway, if you see a G player playing story mode costume number 9 or 15 named Gangbus Khan, send me a what's up.